We are here in the wind tunnel by Mercedes-Benz in Sindelfingen. Performance follows performance. The water drop, okay. So that's the shape that you want to achieve. You see the whole shape is optimized so that we have the less air resistance, the maximum mass flow.
So now that we have the perfect sketch of a car, how many hours do you really spend at the computer doing computational simulations and then simulations here in the wind tunnel?
We don't want to talk in front of the camera about hours, but what I can tell you, we work depending on car, depending on what we are doing. The project is 50-50. It's a very healthy way.
Okay, 50-50 between computation
and fluid dynamics. This is all well-known CFD. Computation, fluid dynamics, and wind tunnel measurements. The both of them are simulations. So we did a translation of hours and configurations. We did more than 3,000 configurations. Regarding this car, it's a whole 3,000 configurations in the wind tunnel.
Really?
And we have been driven already 15,000 kilometers in wind tunnel.
15,000? Yeah, that's a lot.
That's a lot.
That's more than some people do every year on the road.
Yes.
All right, so we're here with the all-new Mercedes-AMG GT. And compared to the previous model, what has changed?
It did change everything. So we hit the target. So by increasing the aerodynamic efficiency, the relationship between the ratio that there is between lift and drag. Lift, the vertical load of the car, drag, the air resistance.
Okay.
So the drag, we reduce it by 13%.
All right, so it's 13% less drag.
Yeah, less drag. That's a number.
Yeah.
And with these proportions, you mean you have wide wheels and all that driving dynamic needs.
True, yeah.
And the lift we reduced by 70 kilos.
70 kilos?
Yes, so 70 kilo less lift as the previous car. That's a very high target that we got from the beginning, and we managed to achieve that.
All right, okay, cool. And how do you measure all that stuff, like the 13% and the 70 kilos? How do you do that?
It's a technology that we have here to measure the forces.
Okay.
So we measure all the forces and moments and lift values and the relationship between them. We measure here.
If I think of the wind tunnel, I always think about the smoke that goes above the car. Do you really measure it with that?
No. No. So the smoke is just a show. It's just show. It's just show for you.
All right, but it looks really cool.
Yeah, it's really cool, and we like it because we see what we have in our heads as aerodynamics. Yeah. But yes, it's on the show for you so that we can see it. But normally we don't use it.
All right.
So Cornelius, I think we had enough with smoke for today. If you don't mind getting to the control room, I have a surprise for you. I'll pick you up.
All right.
So as you see, I got here another car. It's a prototype. We have in this case our 20-inch aero rims. And we have an active spoiler.
I can already see it, yeah.
Yes, now it's completely deployed. We have at least 5 positions of the spoiler, so we'll change the position regarding on the driving maneuver that you are driving at the moment, and the way you are driving. It depends also if you are in sport or sport plus race. And what we are doing here, we get information for the racetrack. We know exactly what the car does in pitch, so it means how the lift of the car, the suspension of the car. So what we are done here is we are driving a matrix of different ride heights. So representing the full brake, acceleration, curves. So you can see on the rear the car is changing the pitch and the roll angle, and also by different positions we have different spoiler positions. As you can see here.
Yeah.
So this would be, for example, as I see, is a braking
right.
position.
Yeah.
And what would happen if the spoiler is not in this position, but is stowed or takes another position, as you see here. All this information goes to the driving dynamic department and also go to the people that they do the development of the spoiler so that they get the real forces. Because as we imagine, if we change the angle, we have
Totally different forces.
Totally different forces.
Yeah.
And if you don't mind, we can go outside. I can explain you in detail.
All right, let's go. So this is the position with the minimum drag.
No, it's stowed. So the minimum drag you achieve when you deploy the spoiler.
Okay.
So it's almost horizontal position. So as you will see now, and in this case we reduce the drag, and at the same time, as it's a coupe, we reduce also the rear lift of the vehicle until a certain speed. When you're driving faster, you will get to another position of the spoiler to always, talking about the same, have the right amount of force on the rear axle. And depending if you're even driving VMAX, the spoiler will take the position, another position. But if the driving dynamics says, okay, I need more quer dynamics or I need a full brake, the spoiler drives in the maximal position where you are sure that you have the maximal pressure on the tires.
Okay, all right.
Yes. So, and the spoiler is going to be moving depending on the requirements of the driving.
Yeah, so
Yes.
perfect position for every driving situation.
Right. So I think we had enough with the smoke. Right now I have something for you and I need your opinion. What would that mean for this car?
Okay.
So if you don't mind, we stop the smoke. I have something for you.
What do you have here with you?
That is the wing of our Black Series predecessor.
All right.
Yes. And the question is, after everything you have experienced today, what would you think it happen when we mount something like this in this car?
I could take a guess, but why don't we let our community decide? Just press pause for a second and write down what you think would happen. And now, Gustavo, you're going to give us the answer, right?
For sure you will have enough downforce on the rear, but you won't have the car in balance. So as soon as you leave the standard configuration of the vehicle as it was developed, you lose the balance, you lose the efficiency. And in that case, you won't be using the 100% of the car is able to do. So it's
Completely out of balance, the car, right?
completely out of balance.
All right.
Yes. So we need for sure something on the front that can compensate these
Such a
hundreds of
big
kilos
wing.
that we produce here with the wind concept.
Yeah.
You need to develop something for the front so as the car still remains drivable.
All right.
Yes.
All right, got it. Thank you for showing us in that detail. And I think you got to get back to Affalterbach now. Take the wing
show
with you.
must go on. So thanks for coming.
All right. Thanks for having us. Thanks for all the great details and insights you gave us today. It was really, really fascinating.
I hope it was fun for you, and we keep in touch.
Thanks.
Thank you very
Gustavo.
much.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, guys, there you have it. There was another action-packed episode of Inside AMG. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the little bell icon for notifications. And of course, drop us a comment to let us know what you shoot next. See you. Bye.